Okay. Now you should Next to the F11 key. It's been a while since, well, been a couple of days since I updated things, so. What are you looking at, Jack? That's probably going to tell me there's an update to items flow, which there's not. None? Really? Oh. The hard drive light is blinking like crazy, and I'd kind of like to disconnect it because I know I'm going to update these things and they're going to go to the fucking external hard drive. Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. The homebrew store needs to have an option. Where do you want to install these? I have an internal and an external hard drive, and it always wants to install it on the external, which applications I want installed, all applications on the internal, games external, but oh no. So I'll go ahead and do this fucking update, which it says it was last released in May, but there's a fucking update. Okay, whatever. And this was last updated in May, but there's an update today. Dude, my headset's fucking dock keeps fucking losing power and it's driving me up a fucking wall. Literally like every 20 seconds. Turn the fucking headset off for right now. This is like the slowest update of all fucking time. Oh, good. As soon as I said something, it started going faster. It's it's wild too, because it'll take like 5 minutes to download, but 5 seconds to install. Well, let's see what's going on in the Discord. Well, that's weird. I know what my password is. Is it going? Oh my god. It wouldn't let me enter. Okay. We don't even have Charter anymore, but it was just easier for me to change our new router's SSID instead of connecting all of my devices to a new router. I think I'm in the ramparts again. It's a crowbar. It's a crowbar. This crowbar doesn't break after 2 hits, though. As far as I know, the name of my character, I don't have a name. At least not that I've seen. Fuck! Those guys, for as much of as weak as they are, man, they hit with a lot of force. Yeah, actually, there's a lot of different outfits that you can put them in. Let's see. Yep, so I'm all the way back at the beginning. So this guy, he keeps a record of everything that I've done in the game. He's got this giant list. So he'll tell you what upgrades you have. Like the top ones are permanent. So if I die and I go back to the beginning, those will always they're permanent. I get to keep those forever. The ones underneath over here, the health flasks and stuff, I have to go through the areas and come back and turn in the cells that I found, and I can save up to unlock these. And once I unlock these, like health flask 1, 2, 3, 4, you have to save up your cells, turn them in, and unlock those one by one. These are all the weapons that I've collected. The skills, mutations. I've gone through the game 46 times. I have not finished it. 11,000 gold at one time. 71 cells at once without dying. And make it like, I collected 71 and then made it back to where I could turn them in. And it tells you these are all the biomes in the game. These aren't, not all of them, but all the ones that I've been to, and it shows how many times I've been to each one. The prisoners' quarters, that's the beginning of the game. That's where I'm at now. So there's a bunch that I've only been to one time just because they're like 3 biomes deep. And then this is really cool. I like this. All the enemies that you've encountered, how many times you've killed them and how many times they have killed you. I really like that. And 0 for 39. So when you start the game, you get 3 choices of things that you can carry into the game. a nutcracker. The first two are random. I've unlocked the random ability of the first two. So of any of the weapons that I've collected, these first two items are going to be randomly generated. So I'll take that and that. I could take a shield, but then I'd have to get rid of, drop one of the weapons because I got a left hand and a right hand, style. I normally don't use a shield, but yeah, this weapon is big and slow, so I might end up using the shield more. And there's all sorts of weapons in here. That guy was surprisingly easy. Speaking of Scrooge McDuck, you mentioned that, I was swinging a cane. There is a weapon in the game that reminds me of McDuck's cane from DuckTales. You know how you can use it as a pogo stick to bounce off of enemies? There's a weapon in the game that does exactly that. It's like a staff. It looks kind of like it looks in the game, it looks like a giant key. But yeah, it's like a club type weapon that once you hit an enemy with it, it turns into a pogo stick, and then you can bounce around and bounce on the other enemies. But it only works after you've meleeed your first enemy. And then you can bounce around and pop the other ones. It's weird. There's baseball bat. There's a baseball bat, which is actually really powerful. A frying pan, which is also really powerful, but it's very short range. And one thing that I've seen a lot of people say, 'cause there's a ton of videos on YouTube about this game, and I mean, you can play it any way that you want. It's completely up to you, because every time you go through the castle, or well, the areas that they're called biomes. Every biome that you enter is randomly generated as you go through it. So this particular map that I'm going through right now, I will probably never see this map again ever, because it's just everything is completely randomly generated. The map, the enemies, the drops, everything, it's generated as you walk through it. So speedrunning the game is wild to me. I've seen people do it in 8 minutes, I think is the world record. But they've been playing it for years. They've unlocked all the weapons, and there's a custom mode that you can unlock, which I actually did unlock a couple of days ago. I haven't messed with it yet. But after you've unlocked all of the weapons and you've found everything, you can go into custom mode and turn things off that you're like, okay, I don't ever want to use the frying pan. I have no use for it. You can turn it off, So when you start the game and you go into that first room and pick your first weapons, the frying pan will never show up. So say, you know, your favorite weapon is this like ultimate whip and a shield. Turn everything off except for those. So when you go into that first room, those are your only options. Well, there's a lot of magic and weapons and stuff that can make you just literally like zip across the screen, you know, 2-3 screens in one fucking button press, like a laser. And that's how, you know, people were doing it, doing the speed running. And plus, you know, you are invincible while rolling. The enemies cannot hit you no matter what is going on. Fire, magic, ice, if they're trying to hit you, arrows, projectiles. If you are in a roll, you are invincible. So a lot of people zip through using magic and also rolling just past the enemies. You don't have to fight any of the enemies. You can just literally roll right through them and keep going. But if you do that, you don't get any cells for killing them. And if you don't have cells, you don't get upgrades. So it's like I'm still at the beginning of the game. You know, I'm still only like, you know, a week in, 2 weeks in. So every time I come up against an enemy, I kill it. Even if I end up dying, you know, and go back to the beginning, I may not die and I may go, you know, get a chance to turn in my cells in every, you know, even if I leave a biome with only like 7 cells, it's better than, you know, not having any. Just zipping through it and rolling past everybody. And see, not every enemy drops a cell, so that could be kind of frustrating too. Oh, good. Asshole. But one thing that I did learn from watching the videos, this is what almost everybody said that talked about it when you choose your upgrades. Pick one and stick with it. Because, okay, like, I'm going to hide myself. Look down here in the corner. See the 2-1-1 next to my health? The 2's in red, the 1 in the 2 1s are in purple and green. That corresponds with what's up here, red, purple, green. So far, brutality has been upgraded to 2, and then tactics has stayed at 1, and survival stayed at 1. They said just pick one and stick with it. And every once in a while, you'll come up to these upgrades throughout the game, and sometimes they won't give you a choice of all 3. Sometimes it'll just be a choice of the 2. And of the 2, the one that you have been upgrading is not available. So I've been upgrading brutality. Well, sometimes I'll come up against one that'll say you can only choose between tactics and survival. And everybody said, if you get that choice, go to the one that gives you the most hit points. So if brutality was not an option, I'd go with survival, which would give me an extra 70% of my hit points. But you also have to keep in mind that scales. So my health right now is 112 out of 165. If I add 70% of my hit points onto the 165, it will scale my damage and can actually put me in danger if I'm too low on health because of the percentage difference. So I've done it before where I was just like on the cusp of the screen turning red because I've taken so much damage, and I've come up to an upgrade and I chose, the most, and it put me at like, 10 hit points or some shit after it fucking scaled. So I was like, oh shit. See, that wasn't too bad. 154 out of 228. That's not terrible. I went from about 75% health to about 60% health, but I have more health available if I find, I could use a potion, or you can find food from killing enemies, or sometimes there's secrets hidden in the walls. That's why I'm kind of breaking walls. I'd like to find a different weapon because this one sucks. It's slow. This is the the world map tells you I know if I continue on the path that I'm going, I'll go to the dilapidated arboretum. And from there I can only go to Ramparts or Morris of the Banished. I've never made it through Dracula's castle. Nest is a pain in the ass. I got my ass handed to me there. I've only gotten there once. I'm gonna go to Dracula's castle. Fuck it. Sure. I've never played No Return, so I don't know. I still haven't really watched people play it. But yeah, I mean, I've seen that part of it. So, yeah, it is kind of like that. Go through one area to get to the next. And only certain paths will get to, areas that you haven't been to. Which I've often wondered about. I rarely look at the world map. Okay, now this... Right. That's kind of what you can do here. So this area right here will take me to... If I take that path right there, it'll take me to the dilapidated arboretum. And then from there, here to here, or Ramparts or Morris. Now, Promenade, if I go there, which is way down there to the right, that will take me to the ossuary and then to the Black Bridge. Yeah, kind of lost its luster, I guess. I know some people still play it. You know, they'll do the daily or whatever and then start on a run. But see, now this Promenade of the Condemned, it's got that little jewel icon with the plus. That means it's an added bonus because I don't go there as often. A couple of days ago, I got a message. I came up to, you know, a doorway, and it had this jewel with these jewels in the plus sign with a message saying, hey, since you don't play this area as often as the others, as an incentive to get you to go here, we're going to increase the drop rate of everything. Wrapped up in John Wick, yeah. So I said I was going to go to Dracula's Castle, but I cannot pass up the chance for increased drops. Ah. Oh my god. And see, once you get through an area, you come back. This is not the beginning of the game, but this is like a in-between biomes area where you can talk to this guy, and he will collect the cells that you have earned throughout that last biome. But if I completed that last biome in 2 minutes, this door would be unlocked, and there's some free stuff inside. If I defeat 30 enemies without taking damage, this door would be unlocked. I've never unlocked this door. I've never made it through an area without taking damage. But I have made it through areas in less than 2 minutes. Some are, you know, like if I kick on it, this door was sealed 3 minutes 5 seconds ago. So it took me 5 minutes 7 seconds to get through that first area. In this area, the timer is paused over there down in the corner. So I earned 16 cells in that area, and so far I've put 114. Well, no, that 114 left. I think it was out of 300. Maybe it was 250 for the gold reserves 4. The gold reserves is a permanent upgrade. If you upgrade your gold reserve when you go through a biome and you collect gold, and let's say you die and you go back to the beginning, it will save up to a certain amount. Like I think right now, if I die, if I've collected at least 1,500 at the very beginning of the game, there'll be a bag there with 1,500 gold right to start off with. So if I upgrade this, if I find 2,000 in gold during a biome and I die, I go back to the beginning, my 2,000, only 2,000 will be there in a bag right from the start, which is kind of nice because you can instantly have some cash to upgrade any weapons. This guy is the upgrader. Unfortunately, I still got this fucking nutcracker, but I can upgrade it to plus quality, which increases the damage a little bit. Same with the bow, or I can reforge the modifiers, which will randomize. Shoots 3 arrows at a time. Shot pierces the first target. If I click on this, the shots pierce the first target will randomly change. So shots now leave a trail of flames. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to do there. And this guy gives you some mutations, which I will do vengeance. Most of the time I'll do necromancy, which every enemy that you kill, you get back just a little bit of health, which 0.3% is not a lot, but it's better than 0%. Always make sure your potion is full before you go out. I would really like a new weapon. This fucking giant nutcracker is stupid. Yeah, I literally just saw that you posted that picture of Ash, and I had just seen that that comic, you know, with your eyes, freak. I was like, oh, that's perfect, because that is Ash. Although I have a cat like that as well, Phineas. He's a big old chunky boy, and he wants to be petted, but he doesn't want you to pet him. So that scarecrow that I just killed was controlling the nearby enemies. So I could have swung on this guy for ever and not damaged him until I had killed that scarecrow. Oh, that's good. Oh shit. And make sure that you weren't going to eat him. Or beat him, you know. I think that's what Phineas thinks. Is that I'm not as like gentle sounding as my mom. So he's very skittish and shy, and he won't come up to me like if I call him, and if he gets outside. Oh, thank God. A new weapon. If he gets outside and I try to call him, he will not come to me. Jack will. But the fat one won't. Oh, that wall looked funny. But if he's like sitting somewhere and I slowly, like, you know, he can watch me. If I slowly come toward him, he'll be like, "Meow," you know, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But then he'll let me pet him. But he's very, very vocal about it. I hate how your weapons can reach through walls, but it doesn't hit the enemies on the other side. I mean, it makes it realistic, because in so many other games... Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! Where's the fucking scarecrow? Oh, I'm gonna die. I couldn't get to the scarecrow. That's harsh. I don't really care about going back to the beginning of the game every time you die, but losing the shit that you've collected is the worst. So here's my dead man's bag. Contains the gold I was carrying the last time you tried. So I'm up to 1,500, so that's helpful. And these are all my pretties. All the things that I've found and collected. There's a little telescope thing that you can look at them all. Only cost $1. This gold thing all the way over here on the left, that's the little pogo stick that I was talking about. It looks like a giant key or like a scepter. But yeah, after you hit your first enemy, it turns into a pogo stick and you bounce around, bopping everybody on the head with it. There's the frying pan. There's a sword, a bunch of swords, potion, a vial. The blades, hooks. There's a giant, that giant bone. That's actually pretty powerful, and it's not... It's one of the mid-speed weapons. It's not slow, but it's not fast. It's a little bit on the slower side for my taste, but it's pretty damn powerful. The baseball bat. Now the cat is like a little companion. You can call the cat out, and when you do, it'll walk around the screen and run up to enemies and scratch them with critical damage. It's actually kind of helpful. Now this, I can't remember which game. Oh, it was Metal Gear Solid. That I think was the first time that I ever saw a game do this. If I read this book, it will scan your PlayStation for game save files. And it'll be, it'll start generating messages based on the games that you have save files for. Independent Legends, strange book tells tales of heroes from other worlds, other games. Some of its encryptic sentences seem to be providing clues, but for what? This page is titled Blasphemous. I literally just installed that game yesterday. I don't even have a save file. Or, no, I don't even have a save file for it yet. Okay, I guess. Hyper Light Drifter. I don't have a game called Hyper Light Drifter. But I guess it knows what game has a Hyper Light Drifter in it. I installed like 4 games yesterday. I haven't played them yet, so that might be one of them. Hollow Knight. Bounce, but how? Guacamelee. That's a fun game. Oh man, I haven't played that in a long time. I have the game save file on here, but I haven't played it in probably 4 years. Barehanded and footed. Curse of the Dead Gods. Probably God of War. Artist titled Skull. No more chapters. Shovel Knight. I have that game. Ana Zero. Cool for him. Terraria. Slay the Spire represents a 3-pronged symbol, each with a small sketch. Bag of coins is drawn on the red prong. Blue one, a sword linked to the green prong is tied with a red-eyed skull. I don't know what game that is. I really don't get contemporary art. Just don't have the keys to understand it. So here's the crowbar again. And the secondary weapon is kind of like a boomerang that doesn't come back. But it's pretty powerful. Bitch. Ooh. Secrets. Let's go survival this time. Oof. Turn around, I fucking dare you. I find that most of the time the shit that the guy sells is not really worth it. Not that I have enough money to buy anything. There we go. I'll show you how this works now. Now I gotta find some enemies to kill. Does like a spinny, bouncy attack. Which it's an alright weapon. It's kind of powerful, but it can also be very confusing when you're in an area with a lot of enemies. Or doing a fight like this. Wasn't terrible. Okay, that'll take me. I know where that'll take me. Staircase down goes to Dracula. I need to find the ability to run up walls. Because there's so much of the castle, or some of these biomes, that I cannot get to because I can't go up walls. And I don't want to go to the sewers. So that's it. I've explored the whole thing. Oh no, wait a minute. No, I didn't. Duh. Because this goes to the Dracula's castle. Castle outskirts. The outskirts isn't that bad. Now this guy, he'll take your souls that you found throughout the last biome, and if you don't give it to him, this door won't open. It says, please don't break the door. But if you want to save your cells for whatever reason, you can break the fucking door. You give him, he unlocks the door. I don't want to reforge. We'll go ahead. Ooh, 0.46 now. Nice. 0.5%. Current time 5 minutes. I could have made it through that last area in 2 minutes if I hadn't explored and killed every enemy in the area. But it's fine. "17 cells is 17 cells. That one time that I got... Oh shit. The spikes, sometimes they look like candles. But they're not. Oh shit. Ah! No! I ain't gonna make it through this one. Already used 2 of my potions. Yeah. Now those fucking skeletons, they throw bones that I swear to God will take off 1/4 of your life every fucking time they hit you. They are stupidly powerful. Okay, well, I guess I'm not going for survival build. Apparently, I did not hit the right switch. That's the one that I need to hit. Oh, come on. Yeah, and being in here does not save me from the enemies. How do I get here? Oh. Yeah, how was it? I have not been able to find it. People say it tastes like Oreo. See, right here. Yeah. Damn it! Really like to find something to eat without get my health back without using my last potion. Oh shit! It ain't gonna fucking happen. Oh, of course. It's not going to happen, and then it does after I've used my potion. Wasn't enough to make it be a big deal. Now here's where I press my luck. I can leave now and go on to the next area. Or I can go through and try to kill some more. Which is what I'm gonna do. Open up. I did not go on this side. Okay. Just the wreckage. I cannot go up there because I don't have the ability. Get the hell out of here. It is actually Vladimir's bedtime, but I'm going to give him an extra 15 minutes. Give him an extra 20. He's been good since he came home from school. Ooh, 23. No. Always, always, always fill up your potions before you go on to the next area. I've only been to Dracula's Castle a couple of times compared to some of the other areas. The enemies here are not that bad, if I recall correctly. God, there's one area I can't... Oh, which area was that? The nest? I don't think it was still... I think it was this one. The fucking enemies... I think it was this one. Forgotten Spulcher. I ran through that area. Ran through and rolled through. That way I wouldn't have to fucking fight any of the enemies. Because nothing I had was doing any damage. This is actually the same music from Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which is kind of nice. Say that was a cheap way to kill those enemies, but I don't fucking care. The one good thing about it is there's no regeneration. So if you kill enemies, they don't come back. So you can safely backtrack. Yeah. Ah! And the enemies, they take fall damage. Like that skeleton, he fell down just one level. He fell down from where I'm standing now down to there, and he died. See? Oh shit. Oh shit. Electrocuted. I was electrocuted and then boned. Hair is looking like shit today. I did not brush my hair today. Them bones. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Kill me. They gave me 2 shitty ass weapons to start the game with. I did not want that fucking whatever that fucking first weapon was and either take that or the throwing knives. Which, surprising, I've never used the throwing knives before. I didn't know they were going to be that goddamn weak. Okay, now this is good. I do like the whip. Okay, now these are kind of cool. Cursed treasures. It's a very horny chest. But when you open these, you get a nice prize, but you have to kill 10 enemies without taking damage. Surely I deserve a little spank. Hit me, damn it! I have outraged the gods. Just one little hit and you're dead. Eliminate 10 enemies to lift the curse. So I get an upgrade. I get a little bit of money and some infantry grenades. This shouldn't be too hard. Fuck! This shouldn't be too hard. Boom. That sucked. Yeah, I'm great at this game, aren't I? Yeah, the frying pans. They're fast, but they're very short. And they're pretty strong. That was some cash up there, wasn't it? Go back to get my sword before I go too far away. And the stuff that you find doesn't disappear. So if you kill an enemy and it drops some food but you're at full health, it will stay there and you can go back and get it without fear of having to go through a gauntlet of enemies to get to it. So, like, back here at the beginning, there's that shield. I can go all the way back to the beginning and get that shield again. Or these frying pans. There you go. And it shows you where everything is on the map. Like, oh, okay, there's the frying pans. I can go back and collect those if I decide to. I probably will not. The kebab. I can't pick it up because I'm at full health, but it marks it on the map. So I know where it's at and I can go back to it. Turn into a chicken for a brief moment, firing several explosive arrows or eggs around. Never used it, but if I don't pick up something like this, I can press and hold triangle and it'll turn it into cash. I had to unlock that. That's a permanent unlock. This is just a normal chest. Oh no, it's not a normal chest. They tricked me, those bastards. Oh yeah, just a normal chest. Get my ass handed to me. That's rare though. Most of the time, it's just treasure. I think out of all the times that I've played through, that's like the second time that that's ever happened. Damn it! The ability to grow the vines. That was an ability that I had to find. That opened up a lot of the areas that you can't normally get to at the beginning of the game. It's like you start the game with the ability to do the double jump, but it doesn't really take you any higher than you already can jump, so it's kind of worthless. It helps with like defense in order to get away from enemies or to like hover for a second. What I need is the ability to... Oh yeah, I remember how it goes. I need the ability to run up walls, which I have not found and unlocked yet. This will take me to Dracula. going to be my last run, so I'm going to go ahead and clear this area. That way I can bank my cells. If I survive. No enemies up there. Now these doors, you can pay to open them, but I think if you hit them a bunch of times, they'll say, you know, you've angered the gods, and then you have to kill 10 enemies. But I wonder what would happen if there are no more enemies to kill. So I'm gonna try that. Clear the area out and then go back and see if I can piss off the gods. Every once in a while, a dead guy will have something on him. So it's kind of worthwhile to check out the dead people laying around. Okay. See, now there's no enemies, so I wonder if that transfers over to the next biome. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to the wrong place. I'll find out, because I can do it. I can go into the next area real quick. Oh yeah, see? I got a 10 above me. So it does carry over. I gotta kill 10 enemies without dying. But if I die, I've already banked my cells. And I think Vladimir's tablet, yeah, it just locked. Alright, that wasn't terrible. Curse lifted. A little bit of money for it. Apparently I didn't hit the switch. Ah. That's the reason why I like the electric whip, because it'll go after enemies that aren't directly in front of you. get to some enemies, I'll show off the cat. Go down. I hit the damn switch. What the? The switch opened a door for me to hit the switch for the elevator. Oh no, I gotta go up. There it is. He sticks by me for the most part. Or I can put him up on my shoulder. Or I can do that. He does like a... Ah! And right here, when I slam on the floor, that red thing appears, red icon. It's an area of the floor that I can bust through, but I don't have the ability to yet. Okay, now I have to end because it's after 10 and his tablet's locked. Go ahead and bank my bills here. 25, okay. Nope. Wait a minute. Okay, so tomorrow I'll be ready to go. What am I talking about? I'll be ready to die. Oh, I had my camera off. Anyway, I gotta bounce. Thanks for hanging out.